Right then, it's the Fool today, 22nd of February 2022, 23, blimey. The song, I don't know it, but I don't know it's by or anything. It's Come Get Your Love, Come and Get Your Love, or Come Get Your Love. Can't make up my mind. It's dipping a bit and I don't want it to dip that much. Don't know it's by, but it's quite jolly. So, what relevance it has, I don't know. We'll find out, won't we? Different energy today. What's the astrology say? I don't know. There it is. Let's have a look what the astrology says for today. Mercury trans Mars, a better day than yesterday for talks and get-togethers. You may even have a light bulb moment or will receive good news. The moon is in Aries. So, we've entered Aries. Which is quite strange because the Fool's journey, some say the Fool is Aries because they're the first cardinal sign. They're the ones that take action, sometimes without thinking. So they're willing to take the risk. So it's very apt that the moon is in Aries. And the Spirit have been talking about that, haven't they, in the other reads. They've told us that sometimes we need a bit of fire in the blood to get us going, get us taking action. So, we're well and truly into the year now. Oh, it's stepped into the new sweet spot. It's in number 3. So, let's see then, shall we? I think that new moon has had some positive influence in some way. So there's the fire we was talking about. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, immature energy, possibly a fire sign child, but it is action. It's also a page, so it's a message, a passionate message coming, but it is the gypsy card for the tall, handsome stranger entering your life. So everything becomes crystal clear by the light of the moon. The 18, positive energy. We're no longer in the dark, even though that is an eclipse. We see things very, very clearly because we're seeing with our inner mind, our mind's eye, not with our eyes. So we see below the surface. We're not torn anymore. We know which path we're going to take. We know it's not going to be easy, but we're going to do it anyway. The towers must fall, not just one, but 2. And attention has been elsewhere. There's no peace for the wicked. You can't rest, because if you rest, all Rome will burn. Can you see how it's all burning around him? Don't take your eye off the ball. 4 weeks. You have to fight for something. And there's today's card. So it's in the upright, which is brilliant. It's time to take a risk and begin your new journey. You may feel that you are lacking something. 5 years. You may be ostracized by others because of your choice. But there's nothing you can do about that. You would feel erased, half erased, lonely in a room full of people if you didn't do this. So we're back to the Aquarius energy, which we've just left. Clarity of thought, being able to sever ties, guarding, sorry, started it again and I've been all right, guarding your heart and taking professional advice from a female. This is Aquarius energy of any gender there, and a cusper. So early Aquarius is Capricorn, late Aquarius is Pisces. Something unexpected has taken you by surprise, something you didn't plan for, and it is negative, and it could be a negative communication, because the answer is no to any question that you've got, but at least now you see clearly. No. 9 months. 9 months, 8 days. No communication. No. So, it may be a messenger coming, someone you don't know. But it's definitely feel the fear and do it anyway. Even if the answer's no, you have to follow the path. You have to do it. The most important card here is the 18, the moon. So I've had the new moon. When's the full moon in March? Let's have a look. The full moon in March is on the 7th at 12:40. So we'll have to let's see if there is any eclipses. Oh, well, that's good. With this message, it comes the chance to release a burden, something that you've been carrying that was too heavy. You're releasing that load. 10 days. And there it is again, the same card on the same card. You see things really, really clearly now with clarity. There's something waiting to be birthed, a new beginning, and you're no longer torn. You know exactly what it is that you want to create. That 18 is already repeated, so they've already told us. What they're telling me now is these few cards, they have told us exactly what we need to know. And the most important thing is that 18. So we have to fight for what we want. There will be new people coming into our lives. We may be suffering a lack emotionally, financially, whatever, but we have to sever ties. We have to think clearly and expect the unexpected and expect the answer to be no. So, it could be that somebody thought they was pregnant and they're not. Oh my word, you won't believe it. The Fool again. So this time that means that today's card is very important because it's coming the upright again. So now we have 2 clues, the 18 and the 22. Remember, this was the story I gave you of Dick Whittington. He leaves the village with nothing, but his knotted hanky and his cheese sandwich in his knotted hanky. Nothing but the clothes on his back, because he believes the streets of London are paved with gold. And he gets there and he feels the fall, but he can't go back home because everybody will laugh at him. He worries too much about what other people think. So he stays and he perseveres and he fights for what he wants, and he becomes the Lord Mayor of London. So he has the last laugh. He holds the key. Can you see that? You hold the key to your destiny, but you're going to have to fight for it. Yeah, Spirit are giving you the green light. It's time to go. Anything you begin now will be built on firm foundations and will prosper within 3 years. It could be that you learn something. You'll be illuminated because the lighthouse brings a guiding light to show you the way. 3 years. But there is someone wearing a false mask, pretending to be wealthier than they are, happier than they are, healthier than they are. It's Gemini energy. It's issues with siblings, hands, arms, shoulders, criminal activity, medical field, alchemists, somebody possibly who lies and deceives and thieves. So we've got to watch out for that. It's Gemini energy, like I say. 1 and 28 is negative. So that's the first real negative card we've got, apart from the no answer. So let's see. There is a large sum of money here being spoke about. An inheritance perhaps. Or it's the culmination of 10 years of hard work. Yeah, financial success. So even though you may feel there's a lack, there is finances will improve. Capricorn energy. So we have a Capricorn of any gender, which brings us back to this one. Somebody, possibly a businessman, somebody who's warm, generous, could be someone in uniform, somebody of a darker complexion. This is someone who will be a good friend and a generous one. But it's Capricorn energy, Capricorn cusper, early Capricorn is Sagittarius, late Capricorn is Aquarius. There will be conflict and competition, but you're going to have to fight. That's what they said, for what you want. And there could be the conception of a child, but not yet, because we've got the no there. Or a christening. Whatever it is, it's a birth of something new. You see that she's actually pregnant on that one. It is you conceiving some idea or new beginning. You're filling your own cup and it will bring you much happiness. 1 month is mentioned. It's a gift from Spirit, but you have to nurture it and grow it. So something's coming, but we've got to watch out for the people pulling the wool over our eyes. People, especially, like we said, in the medical field or criminal activity. I don't know if this one's going to cut out. I hope not. I think I've solved it. I don't know why it did it again yesterday, but I'm not very happy with it all. Absolutely brilliant. So there's the Capricorn energy. It's positive again, and it's telling us that we are severing ties, shackles, breaking the shackles. We can no longer be manipulated. We will be free from these toxic situations. We won't care what other people think anymore, and we won't be keeping up with the Joneses. We're not into that competition. We're not comparing ourselves to other people. It's toxic situations over. We can't be bought emotionally or financially. But it means that there is a separation here. A bond is broken. 2 months. Yeah, a lover split. No two ways about it. Adam, Eve and Lily could be important. So Black Moon, Lilith. is a choice, and somebody's made the wrong choice and now they know it. This situation was toxic. The 6th or the 24th, again, it's the Gemini energy. So we're looking at, I think, the Gemini moon or Gemini in your chart or a Gemini person. And the numbers connected are 6 and 24, 1 and 28, both negative. 15 is positive. Can be door numbers, birthdays of people living or past, or a passing date. Whatever this is, it's negative. It could be to do with siblings. It could be to do with communications. Yeah, wishes and dreams cannot come true until you face the chaos. Stand up for yourself. Fight for what you want. Don't dim your light for others. And follow your true path, your guiding light. Socialising, getting out there. You might be retiring into your shell. The 17 is negative. There it is. We need to take action. Keep telling us it. Don't keep putting it off. Don't put it off till tomorrow. Do it today. Another new beginning. Another ace. Another gift from Spirit. Take action. When you plant that rod, it will grow. So this could definitely be sexual encounter and conception of a child. Somebody is stubborn and refusing to accept what is. 4 months. Boredom in their situation. Too many. Yeah, it's time to stand up and defend yourself. But it does mean that there's issues within the home and family life. Probably, like I said, siblings or your kids and their siblings. It's something to do with families. A celebration may be called off. The foundations aren't strong enough. That's why you need to find a new foundation. But it is the hearth and home. It is family life. It is weddings. It is celebrations. Somebody's chosen a path. When we got to that crossroads, remember it kept coming up for ages. Somebody's breaking new ground. We are on our new journey. We've made the decision, rightly or wrongly, and now we're going to have to fight for what we want. There'll be no change in your mind once you make that decision. So, Saturn, the truth will out. And number 6. So there's your 6. Somebody made the wrong decision and the truth is coming out. The message is there. 6. Well done, Spirit. So it's the 3 of Swords there. This is something coming between you and what you want. The third party, which the Lover's reverse can sometimes be. Something coming between you and what you've chosen, your path. As you have planted, so you will reap. Such is the field of karma. So it all depends on your past, and if you know that you deserve something, you're just going to have to take it on the chin, and don't let it make you bitter or detached and influence your future. You should draw a line in the sand and let it go. The Saturn card says that it may feel bad for now, but it will be resolved. This is the Reaper, the Lord of Karma, and this rainbow planet represents what is tangible and solid in our lives. The Greeks called Saturn Cronus, and Cronus was the father Zeus. Cronus devoured his children to prevent from losing his throne. So somebody may be sacrificing the family life for finances and career. Saturn in astrology is often referred to as the god who ate his own children, because the energy of this planet seems to show no mercy. But Saturn is not exactly cruelty. It simply points out what is true. So there's no denying it anymore. This is the truth. cuts away the delusions that are no longer useful. So makes your mind very clear about what path you need to take. Know that you are being challenged. It is time to make it or break it. Life will seem harsh and restrictive, and you are facing an enemy who may well be yourself. Saturn shows us that at times it is in our best interest not to have the things that we want, and that's why they're saying no, because you need to find a new team. If we were to have them, they would destroy us. If this is a time of sorrow or hopelessness, realise it's all about diligence. You have to stick to what you believe in and adhere to your goals. This is a period in your life that emphasises toughness and hard work. It's all about not giving up, and you must follow through. Saturn also deals with power and control, so like I said, conflict and competition, often meaning law enforcement and the military. You may have encounters with the law at this time. Do watch for that possibility. But the encounter may not necessarily be a negative one. If it is, you will need to play by the rules and do what's thought correct or expected. We're talking about conventions here. Any rallying against authority or tradition isn't going to serve you at this moment. On a more positive side, you may meet a fatherly type who will there we are, fatherly type. There he is, King of Pentacles. Where's he gone? There he is. Who will help you advance with your goals. Saturn can sometimes herald the appearance of a sage or teacher. This will be no small thing and can indicate a mentor arriving just when you need one most. Dealing with the aged may be an issue now or in the near future. Problems with bones, that's Capricorn, joints and skeletal structure could crop up, and dental complications are a possibility. Feeling your age, no matter what your biological age is, will seem pressing and even worrying. Why have I not accomplished more at this age? Have I wasted my time? Did I allow important affairs to slip by me while concentrating on non-essential matters? Stop living in the past, because that's depression. Many lessons have been learned and problems conquered, currently or in the near future. The gift of Saturn is keeping you on your path, which you're not doing at the minute. You're retreating to lick your wounds, helping you face part of your life that you may dread, but simply must fulfill. They are your contracts toward a more solid achievement and a better life. Circumstances will be harsh for a while, but you have to believe that your sacrifice is worth it. It's a good time to be diligent. Don't rush anything. So there we go. Don't act in haste. Whatever you are asking is going to take some considerable time, roughly about 9 months, I would say, and not come about too quickly. So it's about truth. It's about heartache, sorrow, loss, separations. It's about minor surgery, perhaps, for some. Heart. Oh, and there she is, the little bugger, and look what number she is. So once again, Spirit's done their job. 6, 6, and 6. And please don't say it's the number of the beast, because we all know it's not now. 6, 6, I think it's something like 669. So don't get worried about the devil and all that, because he's in the reverse, so he ain't doing anything wrong. This is the fairy godmother. So we're talking about, I don't know why, but we've got Dick Whittington there. We've got the fairy godmother, probably Romeo and Juliet. Something maybe somebody connected to the theatre. If you know anybody that's past connected to the theatre. Yeah, I could see that. And it's about the truth, which is Saturn. Saturn is the truth. It's about your future and using your wisdom. This is the cunning little fairy godmother. She plays elderly and infirm, which we've just said, isn't it? Trouble with elderly people. But she's not as elderly and decrepit as she makes out. So somebody's maybe reckoning to be ill when they're not. The Trinity knot in the circle, can you see in that circle behind her, is a symbol which represents the maiden, the mother and the crone, past, present and future, the three life cycles of women. I've had many encounters with the fairy crone and she can be very abrupt. She literally rummages through your abdomen, pulling things out and throwing them over her shoulder and then saying, time to fly, and chucking you off that cliff, which is what Spirit want you to do. Jump off that cliff and make your wings on the way down. So health issues to do with the stomach, abdomen or the reproductive organs. She shows you situations at such a fast pace, there we are, the fast pace again, that you wonder why she's in the guise of a crone. Never have I met a being so wise. If you're looking for sympathy, you're not going to get it here, but you will find answers if you're truly looking for change. Do not be fooled by the appearance of the fairy crone. She may be small, she may be old and hobbling with the use of a staff, but turn your back on her for one instant and she flitters around in the blink of an eye. She is made of earth, she is earth, and she is older than you can possibly imagine. She carries all the secrets of lessons learned over eons of time, which one can only experience for oneself to fully understand. She sees through the lies, especially those that we tell ourselves, the false mask of us being happy, of us feeling well. She knows all our secrets. She sees through your she sees through your sabotage patterns and knows what's best for you, which might not be something you are comfortable to hear. The fairy crone has no patience for time wasters. You either heed her advice, so in other words, you either do as you're told, and she's saying, this is not for you, it's time to move on to a new team. You either heed her advice or she's done with you. What you can rely on from her is wisdom, answers and matter-of-fact attitude that cuts through your ego and mask. So there she is, cutting through your ego and the false mask that you're wearing. If you truly seek answers to your biggest questions, then it's time to work with the fairy crone. But know one thing, you might not want to hear the answers. If you're stuck in your comfort zone, know that once you call on her, she has the ability to propel you forward at such a speed that you'll wonder what's hit you. Drawing the fairy crone card might indicate that you need to look deeper into a situation or within yourself to see what's really going on. Only when you peel back the layers can you truly see the root issue. It's about being open, it's about being vulnerable, and enough to look at yourself and what you may be afraid to look at, that you've kept hidden for so long. You might be caught in a never-ending pattern that feels out of your control. But remember, when we change what's on the inside, the outside falls into place. The fairy crone represents the future. Nothing is set in stone yet. All can change depending on what decision, don't make the wrong one, you make in the present. Really think about what you want your future to look like and sit with the fairy crone to see what needs to go to make room for it. So you are going to have to let go. You're being stubborn. You want it all your way. Well, that's not the way it works. Fairy godmother cannot change those mice into liverymen if you refuse to put on the dress. So, I think we'll definitely have a rune. Oh, I forgot what that one is. It's like a triangle in the middle of a stick. There we go. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it because it's very dark in here. There we go. So it's known as Thur says boundaries, and Thor, the god of thunder, so Thursday. So Thursday's important, and arguments, because we've got conflict there, and putting your boundaries in place. And it's neither upright nor reversed, so we've got to read both. Oh, and it's up on the page for me. Well, hell. So, the rune Thurisaz suggests boundaries, which in Old Norse times were often marked out with thickets of hawthorn. We've done hawthorn before, haven't we? So hawthorn is Aries. Oh, well done, Spirit. So, by extension, it's important to know your limits. When this rune appears, hasty decisions made now will be regretted later. So it's definitely not a time to forge ahead regardless, because of the rune's association with sharp objects, fangs and snakes. So those born in the year of the snake, we've got to watch out for the snake because it's on that false mask, the magician. It's a time of personal risk. Yes, you must take risks. There may be people around you who are being less than honest. Yes, especially Geminis, or someone with Gemini in the chart, or when we move into Gemini moon. Or do not have your best interests in heart. In business matters especially, extreme care must be taken, for there's a danger of being let down or betrayed. However, this can only occur if you're not sufficiently vigilant. So the unexpected, like I said, be alert, be aware. Be warned. The rune may show that you will soon have to defend yourself. Yes, they've said that. So we have to stand up for ourselves. And your actions in some way. However, it may also indicate that luck will arrive in the guise of a challenge. Tradition states that if it's used as a charm, this rune will blunt the words and weapons of your enemies. So look at it carefully. It is a triangle coming off the centre of a horizontal vertical stick. Okay. So draw it on a piece of paper, put it in your pocket. If you are in any doubt about your actions, do nothing at all. If you act hastily now, you will have plenty of time in the future to repent your folly. So wrong